Good morning, Bates. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of March, and we're really excited to have another day with our Bates Scholars. Today, I wanted to give a really special shout out to two of our students in Miss Hatfield's class. Our students are Fernando and Chimsi, and they're getting shout outs today because they did something really cool. They were able to complete all of their math facts through 10 multiplication facts through 10. And in doing so, they earned something really cool from their teachers, which is their black belts in each of these. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see these different black belts. So here's Fernando's goal to get his black belts, which you can see is measured on this chart by the end of March. And he did through ST Math, and also Chimsi's, which was to push herself to get further. And she was going to do this by doing ST Math and listening to multiplication songs. And you can see that she's got her black belt as well. So I have both Chimsi and Fernando join me today. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see them. Chimsi and Fernando, how did you guys do it?
Well, I got my black belt mostly by doing um, timestable.com. It was a website that our teacher shared with us, and it was really helpful for me.
That's fantastic. What about for you, Fernando?
I practice extra math and learn multiplication out of book, and it corrects me if I'm wrong, and it really helps.
Great, extra math and multiplication. That's fantastic. Was there ever moments where it was hard for you and you had to show perseverance?
Um, a part that was hard for me is when I was practicing my eights belt and my fours belt. My fours belt was a little bit hard for me because they were using numbers that I wasn't very they were super familiar to me in multiplication, and it was hard for me in my eights belt because it was using higher numbers.
Wow, so how did you show perseverance in those moments?
What I did is when it took me long to find the answer, the ones that I was stuck on, I would memorize the answers in my head so I don't forget them.
Perfect. That sounds like a really useful strategy. What about for you, Fernando? What were some moments that were harder for you?
Getting the belt on extra math, sometimes the equations were hard, but I kept doing it until I could memorize and know each equation that it told me to do.
That's fantastic. That shows a lot of perseverance and not giving up. Keep trying no matter how hard it got. So, just a big round of applause to our two students. And I want to encourage all of our Bates scholars that you too can be on morning announcements. You too can get shouted out for all the hard work that you're doing. We really want to encourage everybody to just work their hardest, show that perseverance so that we can recognize you and the amazing work that you're doing. And so, in connection to perseverance, which is the trait that we're focusing on this week, we want to remind everybody that we're still looking for students to show not only perseverance, but all of our traits: empathy, which means caring for others; perseverance, which we're talking about now; honesty, always telling the truth; compassion, being kind, being nice to others; responsibility, always doing the right thing; and integrity, always doing the right thing no matter who sees it. So we want to encourage everyone to continue earning these traits to be part of the link that we're going to have across the Bates. All right. Thank you, everyone. And remember, we still have access testing happening this week on the second floor. So let's make sure that we're being super responsible and we're being as quiet as we possibly can whenever we're walking through our hallways, especially as we're walking up to the second floor. All right, that's going to about wrap everything up. As always, and I'm going to have our two students join us in saying this. As always, it's
A great day to be